Hey there, Shanel here from the Heart and Soul with your weekly channeled message for June 3rd to the 9th, 2024. We're like almost halfway through the year already. It's crazy, and I'm not sure where May went. It disappeared in a heartbeat. I've got lots planned for June and going forward. So check out the newsletter. It's dropping Tuesday. So get on the newsletter list ASAP. Let's dive in and see what my spirit guides have to say. The image my spirit guides are giving me is being in the water, like the ocean or the Gulf, or not in, or even maybe in a lake, but a body of water. And we're floating. It feels like we've got a floaty of some sort underneath of our arms, and we're just kind of there. But there's this awareness that the water is choppy. It's not dangerous necessarily, but it's not smooth and just relaxing, sun shining kind of feeling day. But it feels like kind of almost overcast and kind of choppy. And we're looking out at like a sea of water. We're not seeing the land. But the reality is if we just turned our body around, we would see the land is actually not that far away. And they're laughing because they're almost like if you touched your toes down, you could probably touch the bottom as well. They are reminding us that the perception of where we are very much projects where we can go. Often the feeling of being trapped is something that we are telling ourselves. It's a lie we are telling ourselves, because 9 times out of 10 we're not actually trapped. We're just not acknowledging the parts that we have control over and where we can begin to shift and move. Instead, we're focused on the parts that we don't have control over, that we are desperately trying to change, but we can't. So when you look out, Spirit is saying, recognize the eyes that you are looking out from. Recognize the heart that you are looking out from. And something as simple as your mindset change can begin to pivot what direction you are headed in by simply turning yourself around. Mindset change. There has been very much this kind of overcast feeling over the last few weeks where the energy has sped up. There is a lot happening, but in that, there is a lot that's still being cleared away. A lot of things that were coming up are things that we've been dealing with, but maybe just haven't done that final embodiment of. So we're getting pushed over the edge to do the thing, or things, depending on who you are. They're saying that it's very necessary to nurture these pieces of ourselves that we have chosen to heal. And in that, we have to stand in our own power to do the things that are required of us. There has been gentle nudges along the way. The universe hasn't been forceful, but they have been blunt. The messages are clear. It's just the question of whether or not you're listening to them or not. And so many of us like to shove it down instead of open up to what it is we are feeling, seeing, hearing, all of the above. They're saying that this week isn't about pivot. It is not about running in the other direction just because you don't like what you're coming up against. Instead, you are being asked to stand strong and to step forward. Not necessarily being asked to move forward. There's a difference. This feels more like presence and awareness, that we are staring at the direction we need to go with awareness, groundedness, connection. And it's this piece of Clarity. There it is. Clarity. We can see it. We're not being pushed. You don't have to step before you're ready to step, but you are being shown very clearly the direction that is going to bring you the least resistance. The path of least resistance is always preferred, is it not? Is it not? So opening up to this, opening up your awareness, there is never wrong. There's just more resistance, less resistance. More ease, less ease. That's it. Okay, let's just see what else they want to bring in this week, if there is anything. They're like, beware the sharks in the water. And then it pops up and it's a person with the shark fin on the head. So they're just saying, again, really pay attention to what is going on. The deeper awareness we have, the more that we are open to being present in what is going on, the more we realize the lies we tell ourselves, the stories that we decide to write, and the mindset that we are choosing to create. You are the author of your own story. You do have choices, but you have to choose to see them. You have to recognize what you do and don't have control over. And you have control over you. You have control over your mindset, your perspective, the direction that you're headed in. You have the ability to write your own story. You get to release belief systems that do no longer resonate with you. You get to choose belief systems and mindset that does. So do the things that are in your control this week. It feels like a very stagnant week in the fact that we are not moving in any direction. We are just planted. But it's very much this place of bloom where you are planted. Create your own fertile ground. And we do this with our intuition, with our mindset, our perspective, our spirituality, our connection, our environment, the people we choose to surround ourselves with, the thoughts we choose to have, or the thoughts we choose to push to the side. Create your own fertile ground to bloom, to grow, and to live the life that you've dreamed of. It is completely in your possibility. Because if you can see it, if you can dream it, if you can envision it, you can make it work. You can make it happen. It is in your hands. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, newsletter drops tomorrow morning first thing. If you haven't signed up for the newsletter yet and gotten your free meditation, Meet Your Future Self, please do so. The newsletter is going to go out Tuesday morning, bright and early. Check it out for the events this month. There's a few things going on, including a little summer solstice event, working on some oracle card teaching, and a few other things. So go check it out. Yoga Nidra is the 14th. You can join me in the Yoga Nidra Club online on Zoom. It's $10 a month. That gives you the live Zoom session and then the recordings. And there's about 20 plus recordings in there right now of Yoga Nidra that you have access to. Again, for the low price of just $10 Canadian every single month. I would love to have you there. It's where we take rest seriously. Divine Map, if you are interested in my spiritual community for growth and mentorship, I would always love to have you there. We meet 4 times a month on Zoom, and then there is a ton of recordings for you as well in the portal. That one is $29 Canadian per month. And it is a beautiful small group where we really work on our skills of intuition and spirituality, where we learn and grow together. And I do a lot of mentoring in that group, and I'm always grateful to be there. Yeah, lots going on. Love it. Happy June. Happy June. And thank you. I forgot to say thank you, and you should always say thank you, right? Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me be your spiritual tour guide from my heart and soul to yours. Until the next time. Bye now.